the President CEO at Agnesian HealthCare / SSM Health now. And I can't thank you all enough for joining us this chilly morning in January. This is a big day in the future of Agnesian HealthCare and SSM Health Wisconsin and SSM Health as a system. So about 15 years ago, June 1st of 2003, I walked through the doors of St. Agnes Hospital not really quite understanding what I was getting into. And but you know, as I've said to many of you before, I firmly believe that God put you in places for a reason. And I have to tell you, the last 15 years have been an absolute pleasure and blessing to not only myself, but my wife and my 2 sons who are grown and gone and earning money now. So we are forever, which is a good thing. We are forever grateful for that. And certainly, not to mention 121 years ago, many of the ladies that are sitting up front here, the congregation of the Sisters of St. Agnes, started their same journey similar to what I had 15 years ago. And coming to Fond du Lac and having the courage to reach out and take the challenge from the local city fathers to start St. Agnes Hospital and morph it into what it is today. So as we move forward in this journey to a new something that we don't know quite exactly what it's going to look like in 100 years, I wanted to first take a moment to thank the congregation of the Sisters of St. Agnes for their gift that they have given this community and surrounding communities for the last 121 years. It started with Sister Agnes Hazat, and it continues with Sister Jean Steffes as a General Superior of the congregation. We thank both of you and all of you who have contributed to our success. This organization, this ministry, is quite different than it was 2 years ago, 10 years ago, 50 years ago, and certainly 100 years ago. And we have all of you in this room to thank for that. I thank all of the associates at Agnesian HealthCare, the physicians, and all that have made this work for so many years to serve the people that we have. So today is a new day. We are looking forward to our new journey. And oh, by the way, is this something that was just thought of in the last 6 months because it was a thing to do because all these health systems across the country and specifically in the state of Wisconsin are merging and get together and doing? No. This was a journey that started many, many years ago with the boards of Agnesian HealthCare. As I look at former Chairman Jim Chatterton and our current Chair Wayne Mansky, these are conversations that occurred 8, 9, 10, 12, 20 years ago as we entered into this journey. And just got a little bit more serious in the last couple of years with the Sisters of St. Agnes. So this is a great day for Agnesian HealthCare, for our communities. The proof will be in our pudding. To come together to be bigger isn't always better. Come together to be better is what we're striving to do. Our goal moving forward is to bring healthcare to you more efficiently, more effectively, and more affordably. So with that, I'd like to introduce the President and CEO of SSM Health, my new boss's boss, boss's boss's boss, I think, Laura Kaiser. Laura?
Are you all warm enough? I said to someone, I thought it would be really great to do this on any day, but how about June? That might be a little warmer, but in any event, I'm really glad to be here with all of you today. So I have a few formal remarks that I'd like to share, and then I'll be handing the microphone over to Sister Jean Steffes, our General Superior for the Sisters, in just a little bit. So let me begin. Today marks a really momentous day for all of us together. We now have a shared history. More than a year ago, the Congregation of the Sisters of St. Agnes, lovingly known as the CSAs, undertook critically important discernment of how best to continue their remarkable legacy. Their decision was to transfer sponsorship of the health ministry to another Catholic organization. Their careful discernment defined the course we've been collectively undertaking over the past several months, culminating in what we are recognizing today as new members of the SSM Health family, Agnesian HealthCare and Monroe Clinic. Not long ago, I was given a book that was written by Richard Rohr, for those of you that are familiar with him, and it is devoted to providing insight into the Franciscan tradition and how to live it today. He describes St. Francis as a master of making room for the new. St. Francis was always new, always fresh, and always beginning again. Today, we are honoring this tradition in a new way by joining together for those we serve. As most of you know, the congregation of the Sisters of St. Agnes and SSM Health's founding sisters, the Franciscan Sisters of Mary, began their healing ministries well over a century ago. They followed God's calling to care for those who are vulnerable, sick, injured. Since then, we have each been entrusted with the sacred and humbling responsibility of carrying those very precious legacies forward by providing hope and healing to all who come to us for care. The legacies are in our hands, and we will do it together. Just as the sisters had each other and have each other, so too we have each other. On behalf of SSM Health, to the employees, where are you? There you are. Physicians. I saw a few white coats. I know you're here. There's one. Okay, good. Volunteers, where are you? Yay. And board members. And others who I haven't named specifically, but for all of us that are in this room, let me be the first to welcome you to SSM Health. Welcome. To the members of the community, we are so honored to serve you as SSM Health and excited about the opportunities that lie ahead. Someone asked me the other day about the difficulties of working in this changing healthcare environment and when it's going to get better. And I paused and thought and said, you know, I don't think it's going to get better. Don't be shy. And for those of you that have been praying for today and for this to go well, show of hands. We've all been involved in this together, there's no question. Completing a transaction of this magnitude requires an immense amount of dedication, expertise, and a team working toward a common goal. Many of you in this room today have worked countless hours, prayed lots of prayers, and done all you can to ensure a smooth transition for our patients, employees, physicians, and our communities. Finally, I want to recognize and thank, I can't see her through the pillar, Sister Jean Steffes and Sister Mary Noel Brown, and the entire congregation of the Sisters of St. Agnes for your faith in us. Thank you for entrusting us with your health ministry and legacy. We are humbled. I'm only one voice of SSM Health, but I speak on behalf of all of the team, and now you are part of that. Together, we will move forward to honor and celebrate our respective histories and traditions, bringing out the best in each one of us by providing exceptional health care, revealing the presence of God. And with that, please join me in welcoming Sister Jean Steffes, our General Superior.
Well, again, good morning on this Wisconsin January morning. And again, it's a privilege to be here with you. I stand here with mixed emotions, and that's a good thing. For the past 121 years of the 160 years of our congregation, we have been on a magnificent journey with so many others, including each and every one of you. Granted, it was a journey that we perhaps were not initially prepared for, having begun as an education-based order, but a journey that Mother Agnes, as our first General Superior, and the sisters at the time fully embraced. From their deep sense of mission, they knew that their efforts would help address an unmet need in the Fond du Lac community for vital health care services. Together with other committed leaders, providers, and employees over the years, we have challenged the norm, always standing within the healing ministry of Jesus and looking for how we could offer quality health and wellness services right here, right where it's most important for the individuals and families served by Agnesian HealthCare and its diversified programs. We're proud that this Christ-centered healing mission has been given freely with such compassion, respect, and caring. And that's on all of you. As we reflect back on and celebrate such an impressive legacy that is the congregation of the Sisters of St. Agnes, Agnesian HealthCare, and Monroe Clinic, we feel gratitude for God's graces given to the ministries, along with pride and satisfaction in carrying out the mission. As they say, a job well done. Although today signals the start of a new beginning, the healing mission of the church continues. We have responded to the needs of all for whom we have cared with utmost skill and expertise. Nothing can or will change that. The sisters trust that Agnesian HealthCare and Monroe Clinic will continue their legacy of healing through the larger SSM family. Saying goodbye to our sponsored healthcare ministries is not an easy task. Yet we know that these ministries are in very good hands. We sought a sponsor whose mission and culture fits Agnesian and Monroe. We believe that SSM does, and that will serve our patients, residents, and loved ones very well. And while I noticed Laura pointed out the various groups. I would like the Sisters of St. Agnes who are present to kind of either stand or raise your hand or wave or something like that here, because it's been all of us together. So Sisters of St. Agnes. As I said, a day with mixed emotions. I see a few hankies and tears, but they're good ones. They're good, knowing that something very good is going on. We will always treasure the road that we have traveled with you for such a long period of time. And we are looking forward to the many great developments and innovations that will emerge at both Agnesian HealthCare and Monroe Clinic. And that continuing, and really what brought us to here, I want to give a shout out also to Sister Mary Noel for all the work she has done as our executive leader of sponsorship, and to Steve Little and his team for everything that they have done to make this a smooth transition. So a shout out to all of you. We continue to hold your needs in our prayers as we cheer everyone on. We consider ourselves blessed to remain in solidarity with something so important and so impactful in this community. Thank you to each and every one of you for your support, commitment, and more importantly, your love. I know that Mother Agnes would look at this day with gratitude for God's abundant blessings and with great pride and contentment, knowing that her leap of faith so long ago continues today and well into the future. Thank you. And this ministry is in the Archdiocese of Milwaukee, and we have received the support of our Archdiocese, our Archbishop, and all through the years. And so I would invite forward Bishop James Sherman.
On behalf of the Archdiocese of Milwaukee and on behalf of Archbishop Jerome Vestecki, I'd like to pray a blessing for you today. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. God of love and mercy, we give you praise and glory for all your wonderful works. We praise you for making this world for us and for calling us to be your holy people. Help us to do all our actions for your honor and glory and for the salvation of the world. Help all those in health services to see themselves as instruments of your mercy. For Jesus himself said that those who serve the suffering serve him. For I was hungry and you gave me food. I was thirsty and you gave me drink. A stranger and you welcomed me. Naked and you clothed me. Ill and you cared for me. In prison and you visited me. God of all consolation, help us to love and serve others as Jesus did in his days on earth. Fill us with your spirit of compassion and help us to serve you in your people, especially those in need of our love. Bless the transfer of sponsorship of this health institute from the Congregation of the Sisters of St. Agnes to SSM Health Ministries. May this transfer ensure that this hospital continue to be a place of healing and comfort to those in pain. Bless those in need of healing, and bless all those who work here. We ask your blessing through Christ our Lord.
Amen.
And at this time, I would like to welcome Damon Boatwright, who's the Regional President of Operations of the SSM Health of Wisconsin.
So now I know why I'm last, because who wants to follow that prayer? Right? Thank you, boss. So, hi, my name is Damon Boatwright. I am the Regional President for Operations here in Wisconsin for SSM of Wisconsin. Today is truly, by all accounts, a historic day for both of our organizations. We are thrilled to officially welcome everyone into our SSM Health family now. To the congregations of Sisters of St. Agnes, thank you for guiding this healing ministry for more than 120 years, cultivating it into the wonderful, special, compassionate, faith-based health organization that it is today. We feel truly honored, but also, and I've said this at a town hall meeting, so those at the town hall meeting can keep me honest here, not just honored, but truly humbled. Humbled by entrusting us as an organization to carry on the sacred legacy of this mission for hopefully the next 120 years into the future. Today, as our organizations come together as one, it affords us the opportunity to not just expand, but also enhance our healing ministries, and it positions us well for the future. In South Central Wisconsin, our newly combined integrated health delivery system now has 7 hospitals, 10 post-acute centers, 85 physician office sites, as well as outpatient care sites, a health plan, and a pharmacy benefit management plan. But as somebody said to me, bigger isn't necessarily better. Better is better. And what we have the opportunity to do together now is sharing best practices, ideas, resources to further improve the lives of those who come to us in need in the communities that we serve. As we look toward the future now together as SSM Health, know that we are still committed to keeping every single person and their loved ones the center of everything that we do. Because in our organization, as a faith-based organization, it's really clear and it's simple. All lives matter to us, from conception all the way to bereavement. And so providing that compassionate and exceptional care to every patient who enters our door, we can fulfill that mission and that legacy. I am personally excited about what the future holds for our healthcare system and our patients and our communities, and had a chance to visit some of you last month. And our entire team here in Wisconsin are looking forward to meeting more of you in the days and the weeks ahead as we begin our journey now together. So join me in giving yourself a round of applause and thanking you for taking the time to be with us today. So in closing, we hope that you can stay and join us for some refreshments. I think we're going to have those right outside this room into the next room. So if you can make your way there, and our peace be with you always. Thank you.